because 4 is the 4 spirits of the Messiah. You gotta float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, which I mean, you gotta have the spirit of the dove. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a higher calling. You know what I mean? You gotta be the Lion of Judah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move like a lamb. You gotta be gentle. You can't be as rough. You can't be as rough and rugged. You know what I'm saying? And raw. You can't be doing all that. You gotta be gentle like the lamb. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be a man. You gotta be a man. Those are the 4 spirits. If you don't believe me, go into Revelation chapter 4. It talks about the throne of God. And I bust that down. And then after you inherit the role of a Messiah, you go to number 5. The numbers is doing nothing but talking about your existence. That's why I said God is an experience. Look at this. So then you go from the 4, you turned into a Messiah, you go to the 5. What happens? You get the power. You get the power. Now what you gonna do with power? It's like what Nas said. For real. Nas was like, yo, son, you got money. What you gonna do with money now, son? Why? Because you the Messiah. You inherit the 4 spirits of the Messiah. That's why if you go into Revelations, and I broke this down, man. I broke this down. If you take the 4 and you flip it, a 4 is a seat. A 4 represents a seat because that's the seat of the Messiah. That's your throne. That represents your throne. When you inherit those 4 spirits, you become a Messiah. You become a Messiah. What's up, Cherry? Peace to all the people that's coming in the building. Look at this. You become a Messiah when you get those 4 spirits. So boom, it goes even deeper. So you get 5, which is what? V. 5 is power. Power, because the power is coming down. The power is coming down from the heaven. It's coming down to you. It's coming down from the heavens. It's coming down from the heavens. And the V represents the woman because the V is the vagina. It's coming down from the heavens. It's coming because it's coming from her mind. Shout out to Brandisha in the building. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming down from the heavens. And the V represents the Virgin Mary or vagina or victory or whatever you want to put the V with it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it represents. It represents the 5. It represents the 5 because why? Why? A woman has, you see that? You see that? We're going to line it up. Because a woman has 5 points. She's the 5 points. She's the one that gives the power. She's the one that gives the power. She's the one that yields the power. But it's the messed up thing. It's the messed up thing with the gift and the curse. Because after 5 comes this. After 5 comes this. It's Fatu. It's called Fatu. It's not called a 6, ladies and gentlemen. It's called a Fatu. And what a Fatu is, it means the tying of the knot. The tying of the knot, it could be like you use a knot to measure something. Like back in the day, in ancient times, they used to use knots to measure things. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm building a building, I'm going to measure, I'm going to use a knot to just like use a template design. That's like a template. It's like a knot. You get what I'm saying? So now that you got this power, you know what I mean? What you going to do with it? Because 6 is the gift and the curse. That's the same thing white people are. Because white people hair grow in the number 6. White people hair grow in the number 6. And white people became the gift and the curse of the world. They became the gift and the curse of the world. Why? Because there's so much they do for the world, but it's so much that they do to the world. So that's real talk on that. We're going to break that down. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it goes deep because Fatu also represents the torchbearer. The torchbearer. You know what I'm saying? Because now that you became the Messiah and you got the power, now you got the gift and the damn curse. Why is that? Why is that? Because what God blesses you with, he curses you with. Everything that God blesses you with, he curses you with. Whatever you want to call it. Let me see if I can get in this light. Thank you for the like, Marlania. Yo, whatever God blesses you with, he curses you with. Like if he blesses you with beauty, that's going to be your curse. Yeah, that's going to be your curse. Like for the sisters that like to walk down the street and don't like to be harassed by men because of their beauty, it happens like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's God's blessing and his curse. Because when he say he give you power after 5, which is power, he say, what you going to do with power? Like literally what you going to do with the power, because it's the gift and the curse. It represents the gift and the curse. That's why the devil, y'all know, I gotta throw a lot of hearts. Thank you. I throw up the hearts, Merlania, please. That's how I know people are feeling me. That's how I know people are feeling me, yo. That's how I know people are still in the building. I know it's not the FBI watching. I know it's not people just trying to hate on me. But yo, author of good and evil. Look at this. I'm going to say this, yo. Back to the devil, yo. The devil, like, that's a spooky story. But the 6, it all goes back to yourself. Because it's the gift and the curse. It's the gift and the curse. What you going to do with that gift? What you going to do with that power? Because the power came down from on high. It came down from on high. And it was given to you from a woman. Because a woman has 5 points. She was your mother. She the one that gave birth. And all y'all women, y'all got the power. And y'all become the gift and the curse to men. Like, seriously, man. Like, y'all become our gift and our curse, man. Y'all so beautiful. But y'all can take us off our path, man. Y'all women can take us men off our path, man. Seriously, that's why y'all, it's so important that y'all put us on it. It's so important that y'all put us on it. Because y'all are the 5 points. Y'all are the 5 points. Let me draw this up here for all the females out there. Y'all are the 5-pointed star. You know what I'm saying? The men is the 6-pointed star. I say it's 7 points in there. It's not 6 points in this. The man is the 6 points because the woman gave birth to the man. The woman gave birth to the man. And you know what happens? You become the gift or the curse to her. You become her gift or her curse. You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk. To a woman, you become her gift or her curse. Because you her man or her baby father or whatever you are to her. You might not be nothing to that woman. And it's so deep. You might not be nothing to that woman. She might not even know it. Like, you might have moved on with your life. And a woman might not even know it because she's so engulfed in the reality of the gift and the curse. So engulfed in the reality of the gift and the curse. Let me take this off the screen. But I'm going to bust it down every time for y'all, man. Every time. Fatu. Let me go back to Fatu. It's the tying. It's the tying of the knot. It's a marriage. It's the marriage. It's the agreement. Because after you get the power, it's a trick to it. It's a trick to it. It's so much of a trick to it. This is what the Most High God says to you. After you get the power, he says this. He says this. He draws a knot. He's to measure, so you can measure your knowledge. You're not tapped into the divine. Because when you was one with him, when you was one with the divine, it wasn't none of that. It wasn't none of that. When you was one with the divine, it wasn't none of that. So he